Hello everyone, hello, welcome to a new live stream. Nice to see all of you. I hope you are enjoying your weekend and wish you a very happy Sunday. Alright, let's see who we have today. Lizini, hello man, I'm doing well, thank you, I hope you do the same. HA, is it worth to learn fit time? Yes, definitely. Of course, it is worthing. It's perfect for Elliott Wave. I would say it's the only match with Elliott Wave to learn. Of course, the FIP times definitely. Of course, it's not accurate all the time, but I would say 75%. Yes, can be accurate and can help and prevent many mistakes during the trades. I haven't found any good resource. Yes, definitely, that's right. There is no resource for this. Unfortunately, that is not. I'm doing this based on my experience, based on my mistakes, based on what I learned during my trades for several years using FIP times as well. And now I feel that it is perfect tool to use with Elliott Wave. Shafi, welcome. Thanks for another live stream. You're very welcome, buddy. Glad to see you, and everyone hit the likes and share the stream. Thank you, Shafi. Don't forget, guys, to support the channel with a like and, of course, subscribe if you didn't yet. That helps a lot, of course, to survive the channel. Thank you very much. And could I request a PANW? Yes, definitely. Let's see this one, PANW. Okay, yep, Palo Alto Networks. Okay, we're gonna remember this. HA, check this link. Okay, yeah, this is one of the links that, I have some educational videos. You can see it also on the crypto channel for Elliott Wave. It's an old one. Now I'm working on a professional one, which I will cover 5 times, by the way, HA as well. With it, I'm gonna cover everything, every detail with it. But of course, it needs some times, and currently, of course, I'm a little bit busy with some personal stuff, so I'm trying my best. Of course, guys, I'm gonna release this course as soon as possible. Yeah, so we're gonna see when, but it is something very professional that includes everything in details: fib levels, fib times, channeling, acceleration, base channel, correction channels. And all these tools, of course, works with Elliott Wave, also the indicators as well. And of course, Elliott Wave itself is the main course, of course. Kobe, nice to see you, man. Hi. And a special request is RDDT. RDDT. Here we go. Yes, it is there. And for you, okay, that is something called like this. Quattro U. Okay. We're gonna see this. Sure. Felix, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Camel Blue, hi, buddy. Hope ahead a nice weekend. Yes, it is a very sunny, nice weekend. A little bit warm, not so much, so still nice. Ferrari, we wanted to do this last time and we didn't had enough time, so definitely we're gonna do it this time, buddy. LBE, SMCI, RKK, XYZ. All right, let's see. SMCI, ARKK, XYZ. Okay. What else? MSTR. Yes, definitely for Julio or Julio, maybe. I don't know if it is in Spanish. Of course, possible, buddy. You're very welcome, Shailesh. And please, can you take a look at KWEB? Yes, definitely we can do this. All right. I think that's good enough. And we have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more can be possible. And we're going to leave it for someone new, guys. Let's leave some space for someone new. And of course, we have our main list. So let's start. Yeah, we have Nasdaq, we have SPX, gold, and we're going to go further with Nvidia, Palantir, Tesla, and Apple. So let's start with Nasdaq at a 15-minute. Let's refresh our mindset about Nasdaq, what we might expect for this week. So basically, so we have 1, 2, 3, wave 4. As we mentioned, we are in this orange scenario, 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 is a W, X, and a Y, due, of course, to this exactly signal here as a zigzag. So we cannot consider something impulsive. This is definitely something corrective as W, X, and a Y. 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 3 ways down again without reaching the low, and finishing wave 4 over there, and then looking at something impulsive again, which is a signal, okay, that we are continuing toward the upside, having a wave 1, 2, and we continue impulsively where we're looking for something as higher than this, like 4 and a 5. This did not happen. We got, of course, a wave 4 interfering with zone 1. Then we switch directly to ending diagonal, right? This impulse has transformed directly to a zigzag once invalidation has been taken. And then we count this right now as a wave 1, wave 2. We are working potentially on a wave 3 here, which it can be a possibility that this even is another zigzag right now. Yeah. In case that we are in a zigzag, because of course we are looking for zigzags right now, and this currently still looking like an impulse. Therefore, you have to be careful. We might be here even in a wave A for this zigzag, wave B, and wave C might finish exactly in this blue box, where we might finish, of course, a wave 3 diagonal, as you can see the target of it. 23K 500, 23K 450. This can be, of course, a possibility for a wave 3 to reach, of course, in the opening market today at 12 midnight, okay? Starting from that time, of course. But we might see this for tomorrow. We might see, of course, continuation for higher prices. And we might, of course, drop down a little bit again to finalize a wave 4 and a 5. Are we in the top? Very likely. Of course, we were estimating that we are in the top starting from this corrective wave here. But we have, okay, give it one more chance after this impulse for a final wave 5. Therefore, I believe that yes, we are very, very close for the top. We have to be careful also from another scenario, which it might be also kind of a finished diagonal just like that. This is another possibility. If you remember, we talked about it also in the last live stream. Let me represent this in a nice way. So we have two possibility of ending diagonal here. I'm gonna remove everything to represent it in a better way. So we have the first one. I'm gonna put it in the red, just like that. Okay, meaning you have to consider potential 1, 2. Wave 3 is allowed to be longer. Wave 4, wave 5. So be careful with this wave 5 as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's why we have still this counting as a potential impulse, because it can be a part of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning this wave 5, once it is done, potentially can be done, by the way, we can drop toward the downside. Therefore, I'm raising a warning in this area. Of course, be careful. We might see higher prices, but I am not interested anymore. Yeah, because in both case scenario, you might have topped, which is a priority here to check if we have topped with this target, potentially 23K 400. And maybe this was your wave 5 finished. However, on the 15-minute chart, what is a good indication is that we are still corrective. 3 waves, meaning you're still looking for higher. So that is for sure. We're still looking for a little bit higher, but it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done, and we drop down. And very likely, this is the highest possibility, right? Now, another different ending diagonal is in the yellow. Here we go. This is a good, I think, good representation to differentiate. So you might be in this diagonal, meaning zigzag for a wave 1, wave 2, zigzag, as we mentioned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, B, and a C for a wave 3, right? So it might open like this diagonal, and then having another 4 and a 5. Okay, so very tricky, but what is very clear that we are finishing in both case scenario as an ending diagonal. Which is beautiful, right? It's a good indication. It's an ending. And when we see an ending, it means we are very close to the top, right? Yep, so we're gonna see, of course, how this is going on for priority. Priority is, of course, the wave 5 as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Why? Because it can be impulse, another impulse, and a final impulse. It's a diagonal with impulses, and we might, of course, top over there. Great, so that is a refresh for the scenarios and the priority target 23K400, and we're gonna estimate it from there, guys. If we are still corrective, okay, we might still shifting to the other scenario, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Great. All right. Let's see. After Paul, hello, man. Nice to see you, buddy. Maybe you can take a look at ENPHASE energy today. Do you have the abbreviation, or I just maybe it will show up just by writing this ENPHASE energy? Okay. Tony, can I require WTI? Yes. And Tommy is asking for Enter. Okay, that would be the last ones. That is a very long list, but you are very welcome, guys. Here we go, and we close it. Okay, so we're gonna close there for the special request, and we're gonna move on. All right, so for SPX, Anon, I saw your message. Just 1 second. Let me just write it, and I will reply to you. So at 20, let's put it 22, since here we go. Gonna reply to your message first. So Anon, did you see my chat message way up about gold? Could you say if my thinking is right or wrong when you analyze it? Yes, I think I saw it even before I go live. Yes, we're gonna see this with gold. I think you mean the wave B. What if it is wave 5? If I'm not mistaken, yes. Sure, buddy. I keep it in mind. Sorry, buddy, that I missed it during the live. So yes, of course we're gonna see it. Many thank you to Tony. You're very welcome, and Tommy as well. All right. So guys, that was it for the special request. Let's go to SPX and see what do we have for SPX. So for SPX as well, we are topping for a wave 3 potentially here in the blue, in the yellow scenario, where we have a big 1, 2 here, big 1, 2. We have 1, 2, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3. Obviously, this is a wave 4 for the blue scenario, and this is your wave 5 for the blue scenario, meaning you're gonna finish a wave 3 over there. This wave 3 might unfold, of course, a wave 4, and it can be, of course, a deep wave 4 in confluence with Nasdaq. Now, SPX, of course, we have double 1, 2 here, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, which is finishing very soon, this wave 5, as a 1. ABC wave 2. Obviously, we are in an impulse. For a wave 3 over there, I'm going to zoom in and center. Here we go. So basically, currently we are in a 1, 2, expanding flat A, B, and a C, wave 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3. We're looking for a wave 4. Possible ending diagonal if the price dive deeper, of course, can be a possible ending diagonal, shifting into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I doubt it. Okay, I doubt it. I believe that we might see, of course, a 4, simply 5 as an impulse. And this might be in confluence as well with Nasdaq this time for both to top at the same time. Because Nasdaq still also has one leg towards the upside somehow in the priority scenario. SPX also can be the same. However, we might see, of course, a wave 4 even a little bit longer in time. Yeah, so this is a long wave 2. I'm expecting also maybe a deep wave 4 because a flat can reflect, of course, a zigzag, and we might see a wave 5 after it. Okay, very likely. But I think that we are very, very close also for the top for the SPX. Now, even, SPX is a little bit laggy behind Nasdaq, because Nasdaq, it might move directly toward the upside. SPX might open in red for Monday for the wave 4, and might of course continue towards the upside, unless, guys, unless it is 1 2 3 4, and this is of course a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, so still a part of the wave 5 here as an impulse, 1 2 3 4 5, somehow like that, and then getting 4 and a 5 to top, of course, finally. It's hard to say, of course, especially with SPX. If we move on the 15-minute chart, well, actually now it's not hard, because obviously this 1 2 3, you're looking for a wave 4 and a 5, so you still need anyway one more leg toward the upside to finish this wave 5. Yes, so we might move also for higher for SPX on the opening, yeah, on the lower time frame. Obviously, it is 1 2 3, wave 4, wave 5 toward the upside. Yeah, so unfinished wave 5 internally on the 15-minute chart. Cool. So we might see, of course, a little bit higher, but still expect 4 and a 5. Okay, to finish 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, so nothing really hard to say here, in nothing really complicated, I would say, like Nasdaq. Nasdaq has several possibilities with those two endings diagonal, but I would say SPX is much more clearer. Currently, we are in a very big void here between the zone 1 and the wave 3. Very clear impulse. We are simply in an impulse, which is nice to see. Yep, so this is regarding SPX. Let's move for the next, which is the gold. I'm expecting the gold. This is the week of the gold, guys. I'm not saying this from a perspective that I am a gold trader right now. It's not, but because I'm waiting for it too. I'm very excited for it. But yes, let's explain for, what was the name? For Anon. What is going on in this wave E and why we don't consider it a wave 5. So in this scenario here, first you have to take a look, before looking so much into the micros, you have to look on the macro. Always the macro affect the micros, okay? But the micro leads the way, yeah? So basically, you are in a big correction sideways, right? And this big correction sideways has already defined its trend, especially when you finished an A, B, C, D, and an E, right? So when you have a defined trend already, okay, you start to be very cautious and open the eyes, of course, that you might finish a wave E within the trend, okay? This is the first reason why, to get much higher possibility that this is a wave B, before looking to the micro, okay? Before looking at the micro, just by looking from outside of the, what are the possibility to be in a finished ABC, yeah? Knowing that on the macro here, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, by the way, which is clear. This is the second reason. You have a wave 2, 1 candle, you have wave 4, 1 candle, which is perfect in time, still fine. And you see a finished impulse, of course, without invalidation, meaning very high possibility and very likely to have a wave A. And of course, this is a very shallow wave B, which is perfect as a zigzag, because a zigzag should look like a blitz, okay, like a thunder shape, and it was a very shallow and fast wave B. Therefore, I see that this is a clear separation, of course, between two structures. And yeah, so therefore, this is my reason. Second reason, of course, or third reason, is also the micro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're already done there. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 already for your wave 3. So you finish an impulse. What you would do with this, right? So you have to count it as a wave 3. Then wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished. Okay? Wave A, wave B, very fast. And then you move 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? Potentially can be finished, can be not finished, by the way. Okay? Within the trend. However, for me, I'm expecting potentially one more low, or, yeah, This can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, guys. Wave 2, and then continuation for higher. However, what I was looking for exactly, a little bit much more, how to say, a fast rebound, yeah, like a little bit. I would like to see a wick, yeah, like this one, guys. Here we go. Something like this. That would be a perfect signal, and therefore I'm still looking for lower. And based on Elliott wave, well, this can be a wave 5 because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it can be the wave 1 of a wave 5, meaning the wave 5 can still, of course, go deeper, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, it can break the trend. Of course, the wave E is very tricky. Don't forget, is one of the trickiest. Why? Because it shows you sometimes the following scenario. It breaks the trend taken from the lows of this triangle. It breaks it, yeah, and it shows you aggressivity a little bit with a very long candle, where it trick everyone. Ooh, break out, guys, break out, sell, right? And this move towards the downside, which is very aggressive, turns to a wick, like before. And that is your signal, because it is a wave E. And of course, this might be a trap, okay? Always, but not for us. We already know that this is a triangle. We're not stupid, right? We already have our invalidation, so I never put a sell order here. For me, no financial advice, of course, but for me, I never put a sell order, even if it broken, until invalidation of triangle 3245. Once taken, okay, yeah, this might be, of course, a longer wave. What? Wave C. that is very annoying, right? Expanding the triangle. A, B, C, D, and a E. Yeah. Until the second invalidation of the triangle, which is the wave A. Okay. Then definitely next target is the 1-to-1 level. 3 ways down, 3 ways up. You are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal, or a W, an X, and a wave Y to reach the 1-to-1 fib level 3000. Okay, this is how the things works step by step. So if we don't get the signal that I was just mentioning, this wick, right, fast wick, and yeah, and something like that, it shows a strength toward the upside after it, I never press that red button, right? So this is the thing, step by step, and of course invalidations, the points are very, very critical level to keep watching it, of course. And of course, once we move up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, you are in 75%. You're moving bullish. Okay, you get to the trend, you break it, you are 80%. You break the invalidation, of course, at that point you are 90%. Looking for the 4K toward the upside. Okay, the same how it happens from the bottom, the same invalidation, we need to see it broken in the top. Yeah, of course you can, yeah, I mean, for me, of course, it is much more secure to press that green button, right? Since I'm pretty sure it is corrective. So therefore, because right now it's already 50%, right? And even I would say 60% we are bullish. And once you get the signal, you're 70%. And you know, probabilities goes higher and higher, guys. After invalidations, you get, of course, 5 ways up, 3 ways down. You break it, higher probability. You break the 1-to-1 fib level, okay, high probability. We are in a wave 3. You break those level, 100%. Yeah, so yeah. So this is the thing. Yeah, so Anon, perfect. I'm gonna replay and study this later. Yes, sure, buddy. With pleasure. Okay, that is for the gold. So I'm waiting for it. I'm watching it. I bet we all do. So let's move for the next, which is Nvidia 35. Nvidia. Here we go. I hope that these tricks, these tactics that I'm showing, of course, using Elliott waves helps guys how to use Elliott wave really in trading in a professional way, and how to tackle, of course, the trade, and how to make risk management based on those numbers, those probabilities, invalidation levels, and so on. Yeah, this is the point of the channel always. It's not to give just trading signal, but also education. All right, so for Nvidia, we are looking, of course, for this blue zone toward the upside, wave 3, right? We are looking at a 1, ABC, wave 2. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, for the wave 3 in orange, wave 4 finished in orange. Currently, we are closing the wave 5 in orange, which is not finished yet. So therefore, this should be over there. I don't know why it is here. Here we go. So wave 5 should be there to finish a wave 3, of course. So inside this wave 5, we are looking at a 1, 2 in WXNY. I'm going to remove it, no need. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish wave 3. Wave 4 in the white, perfect target, perfect flip time, and we move towards the upside, right? This move toward the upside is, of course, should be 5 waves up, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you start to see some range here. Definitely, it is a 1 of the wave 4 or a wave 2 of this wave 1. However, let's move inside it. Let's move inside it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No, not convinced. Diagonal, okay? Directly, it's a diagonal. Once you see 3 waves up, once you see a 3 waves like this, definitely we are switching to diagonal, or of course bearish. But how you make sure that you are bearish is, of course, by seeing a top and you see an impulse. Do we see this? Not yet, right? Therefore, higher possibility right now is still for an ending diagonal to finish up, of course, a 1, 2, 3, and then even 4 and a 5, and then wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we still have some potential for higher prices. This is what I'm saying. Of course, we have a wave 2, and we're gonna launch wave 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. Still looking to the same target, 187, 195 for a wave 3. Nvidia is still, of course, showing potential for higher prices. Don't expect that Nvidia has to dive deep, very deep, of course, with Nasdaq and SPX. It might struggle. It might struggle during this wave 4. It might be a deep wave 4. But don't expect that you will see like invalidation of impulse, okay? Which is there. It's impossible, all right? Almost impossible, unless, of course, something huge is gonna happen, guys, of course. But the invalidation, therefore, is very far, 115 almost. We are currently at 173, so it's a very, very far invalidation. It's gonna struggle in this wave 4. It might be deep. It might reach the 0.38. Nobody knows. If the things are going to worsen, I mean, fundamentally, we might seek the 0.5 in this wave 4, and then, of course, launch the things again. Yes, it's still an impulse. 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay? So this is what I'm expecting as well for Nvidia. Great. Let's see Palantir. 39. Lizini, it helps a lot. Okay, thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. I'm very glad, always glad that it does. Okay, Palantir. All right. It's time to take a look at Palantir a little bit from the out of the box, okay? Because every time we look at Palantir, we just see it only on the micro level. It's time to check what's going on. Even I'm gonna turn off a little bit. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay. All right. Yes. I just want to make sure that I'm not mistaken with my count. Always check, guys, the updates. Yes, that looks like a wave 5. Okay, great. Everything is fine. So what do we have here in Palantir? Now, potentially we found psychology here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 again, wave 3, 4, 5. To finish, of course, a wave 3 in the yellow. And of course, proceeding with a wave 4 very deep, of course, for the yellow. And of course, the wave 4 meets in the same area based on Elliott wave as well guidelines. When you have double wave 4s, they like to meet together somewhere in the same area, and then followed, of course, by a 1, 2, 3 wave 4, also no invalidation, and you have an ending diagonal. So definitely this can be a finished wave 5, and this is what we are estimating right now: 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3, we did this exercise before. Wave 1 is longer than wave 3, but wave 3 is still longer than the wave 5. If we dive inside it, let's check if we are still longer, because we had this. Oh, I think we broke it. Yeah, we broke it. Nice. Very nice. This is first indication that we broke the length of the wave 3. Therefore, no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is gone, guys. Crazy. Okay, that means now two things. Whether we are very bullish, we're moving like rocketing, or we are corrective here. Zigzag, I would say zigzag, but which is impossible. Ending diagonal. Did we invalidate the diagonal? No, not yet. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking W, X, and a Y, but wave Y cannot be 5 waves ending diagonal. It's very bullish. It's very bullish, guys. I'm tending to switch to a rocketing, rocketing here, this chart. You are very close to it. Once you take the 162, this level is gonna explode. Sorry. It's gonna explode toward the upside, because this is gonna turn into triple 1-2s for your wave 3. Meaning 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, then big 4, 5s in the top, because you have big double 1-2s. Very interesting Palantir. Okay, guys, we have to watch it. However, yeah, it looks like a perfect diagonal. And it can be that this leading diagonal, if you don't want to say, okay, that this is triple 1-2s, we're gonna start with simply leading diagonal wave 1, wave 2 shallow, which it should be after a diagonal. Wave 2 normally 70% get shallow and then explode towards the upside, wave 3, meaning you are in double 1-2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5, which leads you already to the blue zone on the daily. Great. Will it pause at 162 or go straight through? Nice question, but I think it's gonna just simply move, because it's a leading diagonal. In case it is, you have wave 2 very shallow, and it might explode. Yeah. Very crazy. Let's check the RSI a little bit. Yeah, look at this V shape as well. Okay. Let's remove everything. Let's check a little bit. We need indicators here, because it's a crazy scenario, right, that we are giving here. So there is a big bearish divergence on the 2 hours chart. On the 4 hours chart, nothing. Yep. On the 4 hour chart, there is nothing. I know that you see here a little bit red, but it has already passed it. It shows strengths. Yeah, it's true that you got it, but it showed strengths. It continue higher. Okay, therefore you cannot always trust indicators. But for example, right now you get, of course, a signal of strength. Even after a divergence, you see continuation for higher. That is strength, guys. And in this area, that means a lot of buyers has entered again. And this is kind of like block order. Daily, that is nothing, guys. That is nothing. Even on the RSI on the daily, I don't see anything as big divergence. Here we go. Those are the two tops. It is with the same direction. Yes, we're moving for higher. We're moving for higher, guys. The direction of the RSI is toward the upside in confluence with the price. There is no divergence here for the bearish. If you want to take this one, it's so far. Okay, it's so far. If this one, if you take the trend from here, it's broken, already broken. The price already broke it several times. So it's an invalid signal here for the RSI. You have to check only the last top. With the last top, that is nothing. And that means, yes, we're going to see a long candle. Very interesting. Weekly. Okay, that is a bearish divergence on the weekly. That is a bearish one, but it can hold. What do I mean? You are on the weekly, guys. Don't forget, one candle of weekly, it can break everything. So you are in a big divergence, right, for the bearish here. But it still can hold by all means. It can go up, and this will go up with it, and still bearish. Meaning, it's going to make some pressure, of course, toward the upside, getting the highs and so on. And then move down, of course, to relax again, and then making new highs, of course, with 4545. But it has a capacity for a wave 3. This is the idea. It has a capacity for a wave 3. So very interesting for Palantir. It's gonna explode. I don't know how, guys, but I don't know what is their projects and what is going on, but there is something fundamental behind it. Look at this candle. Yeah. Yeah, new order block here. Very interesting. So, yep, as we said, if we take, anyway, let's keep with Elliott wave as indications always to get like much more secured and much more safer. 162.66. If taken, what does it mean? It means for this ending diagonal or leading diagonal for a wave 3, wave 5 is longer than the wave 3. Once this happens, meaning there is no diagonal, whether leading or ending, there is no diagonal. Meaning directly, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, triple 1, 2s. So very, very nice. Unless, of course, we see directly wave 3. This wave 3, okay, therefore you have to consider the wave 5 finished already there, which is in the perfect target, by the way. But I simply see continuation, and that is the thing. Why we see continuation, right? It should have been finished. If this is an ending diagonal, finished. Why we don't drop down? Therefore, explosion. Very, very likely, guys. Okay. Very nice. Target, I would say, when those things, by the way, when we get these things, I saw this many times, guys, in my 3 times happening. And that's why I'm pretty sure that this might happen like 75%. Next target might be very fast. Believe me, especially after leading diagonal for wave 3, because leading diagonal, what does it mean, leading diagonal? Psychologically, the first wave, the market doesn't find trust and confidence. It moves down deep, of course, for a wave 2. And then, okay, it finds a little bit more confidence. It moves up. It was not really enough. It moves down again. Now the market becomes much more confident. Why? Because it finds higher lows, higher highs. The final wave 5, once broken, they will see, okay, it's a new high, right? It moves very shallow, and that's why you see the very shallow wave 2. And once they see, of course, this within the trend of the diagonal, it explodes toward the upside. A lot of confidence gets in, okay? This is exactly how it is, the psychology behind the diagonal, leading diagonal. Therefore, it explodes. And this is exactly what we are looking at right now. Interesting. Okay, that is for Palantir. Polyheat FXI, please do this one. It's a significant ETF, but I can't wave a pattern. Sorry, Polyheat. It's a very long list in front of us, but I'm gonna put it there. I don't like to make anyone sad, but maybe try to be a little bit earlier, so you can get also a chance faster. What was the name? FXI. Here we go. I found it. If we have more time, and I will try, of course, to not close the stream without doing it. Okay, but yeah, that would be the last, guys. Perfect. I'm gonna replay. Okay, we saw this. Will it pause? And you asked for this. I don't think it will pause. You mean it might rebound? Yes, of course, it might rebound a little bit, but it's gonna continue for higher once taking the 1-to-1 fib level. Bullish divergence from the bottom of the RSI wave. Oh yeah, by the way, we checked the bearish, but we didn't check the bullish. That's right, Polyheat. Normally I checked directly for potential threat, but I didn't check for the bullish. That's right. For the bullish, do we have divergences on the lower time frame? Well, not really on 15-minute chart. Now here you got some. You got one, of course. Here we go, which explains, of course, this push toward the upside. Here we go. A very clear divergence, right? But here right now, I don't see any, but what you can see is convergence, right? Like bullish convergence. What does it mean? It's simply confirmation for higher. You already got the bullish signal. You already got it, and it has started. But when you start to see this, and plus Elliott wave shows sideways, meaning, of course, we're still looking for higher. Once you see, of course, in confluence here, okay, you want to move for higher. It's a confirmation. It's in confluence. The price and the RSI are moving for higher. It's the same what we saw in the daily, by the way. The same what we saw in the daily and on the 4-hour chart. Therefore, yeah, no really big bullish divergence yet, but I see simply continuation of the bullish signal already given. Yeah. Yeah. Same as for here, as you can see, for the big one. It's all continue towards the upside. Plus, at the same time, you see the same from the top. Yeah, convergence. So price direction. It just tell you that this is the right direction right now, still with the RSI and for the price. So this is how to understand also the RSI, guys. This part also will be explained professionally as well in the course. Yep. So that's it. Palantir is gonna explode. Much higher possibility here. 75%. We're going very bullish. Let's see Tesla. 54. Now, of course, the question mark comes in how it's gonna be very bullish and Nasdaq is moving potentially towards the downside. Really, I sometimes we don't understand the market really. What's like some stocks move up and Nasdaq move down. You can't really identify this 100%, but definitely there is first psychology behind it, or there is something very fundamental, projects regarded to the stock or something like this, which is making simply the investor trusted, even that Nasdaq moving down. They just invested. Yeah, that is a thing. There is no other explanation otherwise. Yeah, so basically that's it for a Tesla. Oh, I see some green. Wow, okay. Finally, finally, we break out potentially. Tesla took the trend line perfectly for this triangle in A, B, C, D, and a E. And the zigzag, if you remember, already explained, very sharp. It should look like a blitz, right? Sometimes it's very tricky, wave E. It shows you that, like, I'm an impulse toward the downside, you know? But of course, internally, it is an A, B, very fast wave B, and then a short wave C. Very tricky, the wave E, always. And then, of course, having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Currently, you are bullish, are continuing for Tesla for higher. Okay, we're moving for A, B, and a wave C. You're looking as a target for the 1-to-1 fib level. Yep, here we go. 560, I would say. In Confluence, you would like to see this target as well. Why? Because on the daily, this target is taken from the wave 3. Let me update, by the way. Here we go. Yeah. From the wave 3, basically, a wave 5. Is that a wave 5 diagonal? No. This is a wave 5 diagonal. It's a little bit more concise. Sorry, this one are the perfect level. Here we go. Perfect. Now I'm more happy. Already on the daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 between the 0.786, 0.618. Sorry, it was before a wave 3 diagonal, but it should be a wave 5, right? And in Confluence, you can see, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C exactly in the middle. How much beautiful is that? And feeling very accurate, yeah, for this target, taking the high very clearly above the wave 3. Okay, so A, B, and a C. Finishing this ending diagonal as a wave C here and dropping down for Tesla. It's done. KG, sometimes we don't hear you. Okay. Is it the same for all of you guys? I'm checking my sounds and micro. Looks everything is fine. Okay. The audio getting broken, guys? Sometimes. I hear you all the time. Okay. Yep. Okay. Great. Thank you, Paul. So yeah, it might be copy. It might be also from your side as well. Probably. Okay. All right. Normally it doesn't break for my connection. I have a good one here probably, and now I see something, but it has nothing to do with the audio. But yeah. It always shows this for me, but everything always works. Okay, great. Um, all right, let's move on. So Tesla, very clear target, guys, and a very good signal. We're done. We're moving up. Yeah. So let's see. Apple UNH is. Oh, this is a new one. Totti, it's a very late, buddy, but I'm gonna put it if we have more time. Okay, we might do it, but I, I don't promise because it's already very long one. Okay, so we are in Apple, right? At 59 minutes. All right. So Apple. Okay, yes. So for Apple, we are on the, let's go to the 2 hours here. That's why I was lost. Okay. Yeah, so we have a potential scenario for a wave 1, right? You might be in a wave 1 here, and you're looking at a W, X, A, B, Y as a triangle to finish a wave 2. Moving impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, this wave 5 is already signaling a lot of weakness, right? A lot of weakness, a lot of hesitation, and of course, less of confidence. All these psychologies are very clear in this move towards the upside. Therefore, I'm still looking for higher. I'm still looking to take the high, but very likely as well that this might turn into an A, B, and a C. So your wave B might be a big triangle here, A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for wave C, simply taking the high and moving down. Now, normally, if you take the 1-to-1 fib level, the wave C has to get the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning A, B, and a C. However, if it's happening right now, I still don't see it. Unless, of course, it's going to turn to 1, wave 2 even here. If it succeeds the test area for a wave 2, we might seek after the wave 3, 4, and a 5. Next, if we test the price here and it break it to the upside, the next area would be, of course, the wave 3, 1.28, meaning, okay, Apple is recovering. But before this really say so, we still have a potential wave Y toward the downside, which it might be here in this case, W, X, wave Y. This wave Y is an A, B, that's why ABC, which is your wave B, and then wave C as a zigzag, hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, of course, taken from the A to the B potentially and to the C. Then, okay, Apple should move towards the upside. Okay, should move. But currently, I'm still looking a little bit for the high, but be careful. I don't see confidence. I don't see really something very impulsive. All right, that was it for the main list. And very good, we finished at 1 hour. Let's start with the next one, which is PAW. Here we go, PAW, PANW, PANW. Palo Alto Networks. Yes, this is the one that you mentioned. All-time history, good chart. Good chart, which is impulsive, looking good. Let's start. Okay. Decode it. So 1, 2, 3. Wait. Second. Well, I don't need to put it. I already see it, actually. Or is it the logarithmic? Oh, it's a logarit. No, it is. It is longer. Wave 3 is the shortest. What the hell? Okay. Wave 3 is the shortest here, which I don't like it. Then what do we have after it? Okay. Yes. All right. Therefore, if this is the shortest, what does it mean? Are we, and you still impulsive, obviously. So what does it mean, guys? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Let me check. Oh my God, invalidation again. All right. From here, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nice. This is a nice impulse. But then going back to the rules, right? Wave 3 is the shortest. No, it is not an impulse. Therefore, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then going back to the rules, wave 4 interfered with zone 1, right? Therefore, you are in triple 1-2s. Crazy, right? 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Probably finished. Did it took the high? Yes, definitely. Here we go. Finally, we got the main impulse. Then you have another 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, and you're looking for the wave 5 in the white. And then another 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 in the yellow. Okay. Now, going back to the main 1-2s, this is your main wave 3 unfolding, okay? Those triple 1-2s are your main wave 3 unfolding toward the upside. After having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here we go, in the orange brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, yes. And then finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And let's put it in white. Here we go. Main impulse. Here we go. That's it. All right. So now currently you are looking for the wave 5 in the white, meaning this one based on the wave 3, wave 5. Here we go. Targets. There you go. $380. $301. Okay. That's it. All right. Let's put all of this in the weekly. This is in general. Now, if you want a little bit more insights inside it, so what we are looking at here, so since this is your wave 4, let's check what's going on inside it. So definitely you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3, yes, is longer, so it's fine. So you have already, you have already 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in the gray, meaning you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's better to take it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. That means your wave 3 is there. Wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then wave 2. Yeah, there is no other way. So here we go. Wave 1, wave 2. You're looking for wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. This is, of course, another 1, 2 inside it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, another 1, 2, 1, 2. And you're looking for 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go in the gray to finish over there. Somehow like that. Okay. In a bigger view, that means you are looking right now for several 1, 2s, okay, to finish this main wave 5. And there is no other way anyway to get this blue box without, of course, getting several 1, 2s inside it, right? And in confluence right now, if you have, of course, this as a wave 1, 2, you're looking, of course, for the 1.618. And here we go. 200, 240. You're looking for this blue box first as a wave 3, but don't forget that you are in a wave 3 here, meaning still have 4 and a 5 to finish a wave 3 in the white, and then 4 and a 5 in the white, which ends up exactly with our target. Okay. So those are the micro target. And of course, we're going to continue later on with the new targets because, of course, level by level. Interesting. Can wave 5 be longer than wave 3? Yes, definitely. If, only if, wave 3 is not the shortest. And that means wave 1 should be the shortest. And in this case scenario, yes. Okay. That is the 2 hours chart. Here we go. All right, guys. Main target is around the 300. Micro target $227, $240. Great. The next one. Let's move. RDDT. 1 hour 09. RDDT. Reddit. Okay. Is it the Reddit, the social media Reddit? Is it the same? Here we go. No invalidation. Okay. All right. No invalidation, meaning very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're still looking for a wave 5. Here we go. Yep. And then 1, 2. Very extended wave 3. Wave 5. Here we go. Very sharp ABC. And yes, and we're still looking for higher. Tortilla, man, we took UNH, so we're gonna do it, but of course we're gonna do it as we mentioned if we have more time, because there are plenty of requests before you, buddy. Sorry, man. And I already took it, so you don't need to repeat it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Medium white. Here we go. All right. So yeah. So we're looking. Yeah, we're looking. Totti, you're sad, really, buddy. I don't want to make you sad. That's why I took it, buddy. But yeah, it's a very long list, and I promise to do it as much as possible. But I cannot do it before the other requests. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, so here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially the wave 5 might be extended. And this is very clear that because the wave 3 is very short. Okay. That is very, very short. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then 4 and a 5 toward the upside. Okay. Here we go. Yep. That is regarding RDDT. Let's see this Quattro U. So 1 hour. 12. Here we go. Quattro U. Okay. Energy fuels. All right. You. Oh, what is that? Oh. Okay. But maybe psychology found here, of course, because I'm looking at an impulse here. Potentially. Of course, we have simply 1, 2. Yeah, you should have potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Now, regarding the wave 2 and the wave 4, you can see the time for the wave 4. It took so much time based on the wave 2, which is not really nice, but never forget, the time is never been an invalidation. Sometimes it works perfectly. Sometimes, of course, it takes much more time. However, of course, I prefer always to watch the invalidation if taken. Okay, so meaning wave 4 interfering with zone 1. Is this did not happen? Therefore, okay, you can still consider a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. But also consider that this might be a very long structure as corrective between double structures. Okay, it might be W, X, and a Y in double zigzag. Right? When this happens, when this thing happens, the time is very long. It gives you a signal, might be a W, X, and a Y in double zigzag with an X as a bridge in between. Okay. So basically, what we are looking at here is a wave 5, which it might be, of course, the target given over there. Sorry, from the zone 1. This might be your target. Here we go. It can be, of course, 1 second, wave 5. Here we go. All right, $19, $27. Can wave 4 be a wave 2? Good question. Good question, but I don't think so, because on the let's see it on the 2 hours chart. I'm lost. Where was it? We were where? At the we were at the weekly. Okay, let's see on the 4 days. Can it be a 1, 2 here, wave 2, meaning you are searching a finished impulse? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3. 4, and a 5. 1 second, yes. That's a good one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can be wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3. And did it took the low? Oh, yes, it took the low. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying here. Okay, you took the low, therefore you have to count from here. That is three-wave structure. Meaning no. That means no. Yeah, so that is a very clear signal, yeah, that you are in three-wave structure, meaning turning all of this as a wave 4. Meaning your wave 3, by the way, is already there, finished. In details is already there, finished, and you start your correction even from here. A, B, and a C, obviously it can be here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A, B, and a C, wave W, A, B, C, zigzag for the X, and a Y for a wave 4. So W, X, and a Y, wave 4, wave 5. So, yeah, no, it cannot be, buddy. It was a little bit already clearer from here. Yeah, from here it was clear for me that this is something, yeah, much more corrective, all of it here. I see, thanks. Yes, yes, very tricky. That's true. But this is a target. Great. Okay, Ferrari. Let's see the Ferrari. Ferrari. I think this is, or this one. I think the stock, New York stock, right? Race. 517. What is that? 1.7. No, no. So therefore, definitely this one. Yes. Okay. So basically, let me check. Okay. All right. Let's check the length. Okay, obviously. Okay, obviously we are in double 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. This is your gray scenario. You're looking for wave 3 still. And we have a 1, 2, another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Let's put it as a major scenario here, right? And this is also major, almost orange. Here we go. Now inside it, you are looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this is the gray one. And that means, okay, let's move inside it to see some details. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. And then 4 and a 5. Oh, okay. Here we go. Always get inside the details as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. All right. Now I'm convinced. 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So yeah, I'm convinced in it. Now, okay, you got already expanding flat and you continue for higher. Is that 0.38? Wave 2. Logarithmic far, but fib level on the linear also not taken. Okay, meaning higher possibility you're still in a wave 5. Not finished yet. Meaning 1, 2, probably big 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, yes, much more convincing. So okay, basically if you want to put this in the gray, sorry, in the white, because this is the main one, and you have already in the gray here finished one, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, with big extended wave, 1, 2, 3, crazy, 4 and a 5. Okay, that's why we put label. Wave 3, wave 4. Here we go. Wave 4, wave 5 to finish wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. Again, orange. Here we go. That's it. Now, finally, so basically you have a big extended wave 1, wave 2. Now, I want to check something, of course, the length always. As you can see, the wave 1 is bigger or longer than the wave 3. Therefore, I'm expecting a wave 5 shorter than the wave 3 because it's not allowed that wave 5 be longer than the wave 3 at the same time wave 1 longer than the wave 3. Therefore, what I'm looking for here after this wave 1, wave 3, I'm looking at least for the shortest target in a wave 5, and it might be here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In Confluence, I would like to see that this wave 5 finishes below the 1-to-1 fib level. So it is not allowed to reach the 681 for now with this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get this, you get several 1-2s here. Yeah, because this can be wave 2, but I don't like it. We didn't took the 0.38 as you might have seen. Therefore, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 here. Okay, because this is a wave 1 potentially taking the 0.38 taken from here. But if you take it from there, you don't see a 0.38. Therefore, yeah, we cannot consider it unless you will consider it a wave 4, 0.23 taken. And that's why I open several 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, but if the price gets this during a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gets the 681, directly we switch again 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is your wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5 internally. Okay, so currently you can say you would like to finish below the 681, but it doesn't mean that it cannot take it. Okay, in Confluence, wave 3 here finishes exactly with the wave 3 around the 1.618. Therefore, the possibility is already saying here that yes, we might invalidate this. We might be in several 1-2s, and you're looking for a massive wave 3 toward the upside. Yep. So watch these targets and watch this fib level here. Okay, so here, once you take this one, I'm gonna put it confirmation for higher, not for lower. Confirmation for higher. And anyway, the market trend is toward the upside. Don't forget this. All right, so very nice. That is regarding Ferrari. Yep, so let's see SMCI, which is at 1 hour 23. SMCI. It's beautiful how much from outside the charts looks almost the same, right? Once you look at them. But when you really master Elliott wave, you see how much difference between the readings and the levels and so on that you can catch as tips, right? This is SMCI, which is super microcomputer. Okay, we did this before. We have already a count. That's great. We are in a, yeah, we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2. We're looking for a wave 3. Inside this wave 3, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, 4 is finished in the white. You're looking for a wave 5 in the white. Great. We are in a wave 5. Capito. So then we dive inside this wave 5. What do we catch here? Yeah, the price is not really nice even on the daily. It's not very clear, but still fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. W, X, and a Y, and then you get several 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, It's good that I could read it this until now. I don't know. So we're gonna see that. But basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, and still looking for higher. What does it mean? You might get an extended wave 5. Don't forget. Yeah. So since your wave 3 anyway is short, not the shortest, is short. Therefore, you can expect wave 5, of course, to be long. All right. Let's see some confluence here. And maybe, yes. Oh, yes. If this is your short wave 3, yes, you might take this blue zone, which is showing, oops, let's put it there. Here we go. Yep. Wave 5 in the gray to finish wave 3 in the yellow, then 4 and a 5 later on, comes later on. Yep. So I'm going to put this in a little bit bigger or at least in different color. Here we go. Okay, so target still 64. I would say it might be extended because you have here a 1 diagonal, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Even it might be moving for higher. Interesting. Okay, next one is ARKK, which is at 1 hour 26. ARKK, which is ARK Innovation. All right. We never did this before. Okay. Yeah, not really nice chart, knowing that it has started with an impulse, but it's very rare to see something in stock like this, moving very massively for a wave 2. But it's still fine, right? It's still in 1, 2 so far. 1, 2. You're looking for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. So it's holding on. And you can see that you started now. Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So this definitely, if you want to take it as diagonal, it is an expanding diagonal, which is the most rare case scenario you might see. Plus, I would like to see more aggressivity in an expanding diagonal, right? And then, but therefore, it's definitely triple 1, 2s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And white. And finally, 1, A, B, and a C expanding flat. Yeah. That's why. Here we go. Orange. All right. Next target is 1, 2. You're very close for the target, by the way. All right. Which is 1.618. This is your target. Already 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We can see it on the daily. Here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very extended. Huh? This is a wave 4, very sideways, very characteristic triangle. And you have 1, 2, 3, very short, wave 4, extended wave 5 to finish a wave 3 here. 1, 2, 3. You're looking for a wave 4, for a wave 5 to hit the blue box. All right. So that's it. Targets $85. 105 is also a possibility. The next one is XYZ, 1 hour 29. XYZ. Okay, we did this before. All right. Okay, you have an impulse, wave 1 or wave A. That's great. You have an A, B, and a C potentially. Yeah, still can be possible, but we're gonna check. We analyzed this very long time ago, obviously. Zigzag. Here we go. Why we're looking for a zigzag? Because you are impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you range in an A, 3 ways down, W, X, and a Y. or A, B, and a C still unfolding as diagonal. But I don't see a potential move towards the upside unless, of course, this finish as WX and a Y, and this diagonal transform to a leading diagonal, and then wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. But all what I know right now, because there is no data so much before, you are in a diagonal. Is it leading or ending? This is a question mark that we're gonna get later on. But be careful. Higher possibility can be, of course, after 3 waves here, after you bottomed there. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you bottomed A, B, and a C might be this diagonal. Yeah, zigzag wave 1, 2, zigzag wave 3, 4, and a 5. You might drop down again, so be careful. Or it can be again, as mentioned, WX and a Y, very choppy here, finished as a wave Y. Then this diagonal, which is the same scenario, might be leading, and then 3, 4, 5. Target for this one, if you are in a diagonal here, so you would look after wave 3 in diagonal. Here we go. Yep. Preferably even to take the high, the 886, $101. This target. If you break the 1-to-1 fib level, yeah, let's move inside it. Let's see even daily. Is that an impulse? 1 ABC, yes, can be. Oh, yeah. If you break the 1-to-1 fib level, okay, this is a confirmation for higher. What does it mean? You might be in an impulse wave 1. You cannot see it clearly, but A, B, and a C expanding flat wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 2 scenarios. But be careful still from the ABC. Let's watch here where you get your confirmation at 115, let's say. Yes. All right. Next is MSTR. 1 hour, 31. All right, MSTR. Here we go. Okay, for MSTR, we're still in this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, we are in the wave 5. Let's move inside it. Inside this wave 5, you are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then also finalizing this wave 5 as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4, very close to invalidation, so be careful. All right, we would like to see higher, but very close to the invalidation. If this is a finished A, B, and a C as an ending diagonal, okay, perfect, because you did not invalidate. And you're moving for higher, okay? The target has been given already in this wave 5, but for more precision here, we're gonna get this area. Okay, here we go. You might get this area. But yeah, be careful. Of course, there is confluence here between both here, but be careful. It might be the lower one. And also it can simply take the high. Okay, so don't forget wave 5. If the structure is finished, taking the high, be careful from a finished wave 5, unless, of course, later on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, to be tested again. Alrighty, so that was it for MSTR. The next one is KWEB at 1 hour 33. KWEB. Cranes Chairs Trust. Okay, China. All right. Totti, yes. It's coming, buddy. Yes, I'm working on it. WX and a Y, ABC, and okay, so you're looking for a wave Y, very bad one, already analyzed before, obviously. WX and a Y, you don't wanna get involved in such a thing. You don't wanna get inside. It's a trouble chart, okay? It's a trouble one. So yeah, be careful with it. W, X, and a Y to finish a wave W, then X. Your wave Y can be anything. Can be, of course, wave A here, wave B, and then C, or it can be even A, B, C, D, and a E, or it can be a regular flat. So be careful with this one. Currently, I'm looking at a triangle here, okay? Potentially, after an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of potential, guys, for higher. Yeah, be careful. And yeah, I think what you have to look at here is simply this. As a target, if you move high, if you have a chance to move higher, it is the 1-to-1 fib level, $48. Okay, but I doubt that it's gonna move from there for higher. It might be a bigger triangle, it might be a flat, it might be anything. So be careful. If you're not in already in this stock, I don't recommend it. Yeah, I don't recommend it. But if you are in, yeah, be careful. Just have a plan, maybe to invest in something better. ENPHASE energy. Phase energy, okay. Let's see this one. Okay. It is impulsive. Now, of course, can be a psychology can be found there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. You are in a big wave 1, 2, wave 3 finished, 4 and a 5. Okay, you're still looking for a wave 5. Why? Because of course this is a wave 1 finished here, wave 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, which is your wave 5 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a wave 5 after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and extended wave 5 again. Wave 3 is not the shortest. The wave 1 is the shortest, which is perfect. Finishing wave 3, currently working on a wave 4, which it should be around those fib level as a wave 4. Yeah, you touch the 0.5. It should move for higher. It is a deep one. Okay, it's a deep one. In confluence, if you are in a zigzag anyway, you got the 1-to-1 fib level. Well, you're very close. Yeah, probably you are in the bottom, maybe hitting the 1-to-1 fib level still, and then jumping for a wave 5. Okay, so yeah, clear one, clear price. Here we go, wave 5. You're looking for this zone, 970. Great. 3,970, sorry. But this is a huge. Oof, okay. This one is very logarithmic. Now $35, but it was before 350, so it is 10 times less. Okay, so it's a crazy one. Be careful. Okay, it's 10 times less with this drop, but still corrective. It's gonna move for higher, which is even 100 times. Interesting. But this is logarithmic, guys. Don't forget. Yeah, so meaning on the linear, it might be, yeah, 370. Okay, so preferably, you know what? I'm gonna put this linear. I don't trust it so much directly like this. So let's put it here as linear target first. If we break it, if we break the 370, okay, which is anyway taking the high here, wave 5, therefore we turn back to logarithmic. Okay, but don't forget, first let's put a new one here. So here we go. This one is linear target. Okay, so the linear target first is gonna take the high. If you break it and the structure show just 1, 2, 3 by taking this area as a 1, 2, 3, okay, definitely we are logarithmic. All right. And sometimes, guys, it depends on the stock and on the psychology. Sometimes it is only linear and move down. Sometimes if there is a very strong psychology, it moves logarithmic. Banana. All right. Okay, so ENPHASE energy WTI. WTI 1 hour 39. WTI, the crude oil, yes. I think we did this before. WTI here. Or, no, this is, okay, I think the US crude oil spot, CFI, right? Is it the one? For who asked for it? Paul. Uh, what is crazy exactly? UNHS coming, yeah. You mean the banana, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, the stock before that we did is crazy. Yeah, it's not a yeah, it's not just stable. It's very volatile. Yeah, like 10 times less just in a correction. That's horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. Yes, finished. Okay, so this is an ABC finished. You might be looking to a bigger ABC here. And yep, I would say zigzag. Again, the logarithmic is very high. Therefore, here I prefer to stay also in the linear. Okay, so let's stay obviously from the chart, not yet to ready to be very logarithmic already. Therefore, you are looking here for a potential A, B, and a C. And it can be, of course, there is a potential scenario that you be in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but it need to prove itself, meaning you need the 1.618 first for a wave 3. So first target is 171. Lower time frame, well, yeah, lower time frame. You might be in an impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No invalidation, yes, but watch this invalidation point. Come on, here we go. So invalidation of bullish. If you take this price, you have to be careful. It might drop down by taking 64. Or it might turn something corrective, okay, sideways or something. But it doesn't mean that you're going to take the high, all right? If you stay above it, you're going to take the high, okay, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And you have another 1, 2, meaning 4 and a 5. Double 4, 5. Target that it might be here if we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, your target, the first target, of course, is 1, 2. Okay, this is a high. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, $85 can be 82 or 83. Yeah, for the crude oil. But don't forget the invalidation, yeah, because I see this definitely an impulse, and if this your correction and you see here something, it can be of course an ending diagonal, very short wave C, just by taking the low, tricking you that it's going to take invalidation, and it doesn't, and then move towards upside. Very tricky. Therefore, just watch that invalidation point. 1 hour 43, which is for Intel. Okay, one of our main stocks that we analyze. Ooh, wow. And beautiful hit. What a beautiful hit for the target. Yeah, so we are looking for 1, 2 here. Obviously, wave C has unfolded as a wave 2. What an aggressive wave 2. But understandable, we were looking for ABC, of course, toward the downside, but that is very interesting how much deeper directly inside the target. I'm looking, of course, for higher still. It's a good time. Yeah, this is, wow, what happened in Intel? Jeez. A, B, and a C as well. Okay, but we're looking for higher. It's gonna explode. Yeah, right now that is a trap, psychology trap. Ooh, it's moving down, but boom. Still looking there. Still looking for higher. The target is a little bit lower with this move, but here we go. Totti, UNH, we gonna do this, man. Okay, you really understood it. All right, so we're very close. FXI, what? 45. FXI, here we go. iShare China. Okay. Is this Chinese, really? Chinese stock, or is it ETF? Okay. We did this before even. Okay. I don't remember this, but it's a very, very bad chart. Yeah, A, B, C, D, and a E. Be careful. Wave E toward the upside, meaning we're gonna move down very likely, unless you are in an A here and you're looking at A, B, C for a wave B in the blue and looking for higher. Confirmation that you're looking for a wave C is invalidation of triangle by taking this high, which is $55. Once you get the $55, wave E pass it. Therefore, you might seek after the following target, which is, I would say, let's keep with a regular flat here, this target, $90. Okay, so currently you are in a wave E as priority. Watch the trend, because the trend might, of course, hit back, right? If you move down, you have to make sure that you're moving really down, okay? Because this is not a good signal and it might move down, okay? After a wave E toward the upside, you move down very massively. Unless you break it as a first signal, okay, that is a positive signal. Confirmation that you're moving for higher is breaking above 55, okay? Next target would be the 90. Great. Let's see UNH for Totti, finally. Here we go, buddy. We're there. UNH. Let's see if that is a. We do this every day, buddy. Every day is requested by someone, and yes, it's a good one. I mean, not something very very special, but it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good stock. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. We have, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3 in the orange here because, of course, 1, 2, 3. Wave 4, we're still looking anyway for this target. So, yeah. We're still looking for a wave 5. Obviously, we are impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And you need this because the target is very low anyway for a wave 4 here. And you have already passed the 0.23, by the way. Yeah. And obviously, we're very impulsive, meaning you're still looking anyway, A, B, C, and the perfect time would be in the middle. Therefore, yes, A, B, C can be before moving toward the upside. Okay. So your target also in confluence for a wave 5 is, of course, the 1-to-1 Fib level 172, which is between those targets. Might be, of course, hit and you move continuously toward the upside. If this turns into something like a zigzag, if you see something like this, can be W, X, and a Y, and then moving for higher. Okay? But currently, still looking potentially for lower. Not good news. Yes, it is corrective. I mean, obviously, already in an impulse so far. So, but in a bigger picture, of course, you're gonna seek for higher. And the next target for of course, if you're looking for higher here, the next target might be, well, I cannot take this one. We have to take the orange scenario. The next target might be the following. Here we go. 4 wave 5 orange, meaning wave 3 might finish there. Here we go. 1000 can be there. Yeah. Okay, Totti. Sorry, buddy, if it is not good news, but trade safe. This is what we do to, of course, keep you safe and to make wise decision. All right, guys. I'm very glad that you were all here today. And thank you very much for your support. Don't forget to press that like button to help, of course, to spread the channel and to survive it. Thank you very much again. And I wish you a very nice rest of the weekend, of course, what is left of it. And be prepared for tomorrow. I think we already got an idea what it might happen tomorrow. And I wish you good luck. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.